Hello and good morning. Happy Friday. Right, so for me today is the last training session of the day, of the week. So two rest days tomorrow, but not really rest days. Tomorrow I'm gonna go full pelt sewing. I'm on a deadline for Tuesday morning, so that's what I'm gonna be doing over the weekend and then back again on Monday. Right, so this could be long or it might not be, we'll see. So I'm going to go straight into this subject matter, and it is to do with, I don't know, people say this country, the UK, doesn't like old people, but I would venture to say old people don't like themselves. So yesterday, this is an ongoing situation. Right, so I have a friend who I hadn't been in touch with, or rather we hadn't been in contact for 3 years during the pandemic years. And he and his daughter, who lives abroad, contacted me. So he's basically been sitting in the house in front of the TV the whole time. And his son is supposed to be his carer, but apparently for him he's just collecting the money from the government, as I am understanding it. So it's collecting the money but not doing the caring. So long story short, the aim of them contacting me is that I, who already have my sister in tow, should take responsibility for this man who has dementia. I'm not sure if I mentioned in any previous videos, but I've the daughter who lives abroad, who I've never met, messaged me, voice called me from Facebook Messenger. So that's how the communications have been going. So, among other things, she asked me if I could go around and clean his flat once a fortnight, every 2 weeks. So, of course, I said no. I don't even clean my own flat. I have a cleaner because I'm busy. Another time, it was 11 p.m. and I'm on a deadline. She messages if I can, when I've got some time, if I can go around and look at his washing machine, as though I'm some kind of engineer. But to cap it all, in December, a few days before Christmas, I was in the supermarket at the checkout when I received a message from her asking me, she said her aunt, who I've never met, who I've never spoken to, is asking if I could take her brother, this woman's father, for Christmas, which of course is an absolute no. First of all, I don't do Christmas. She imagined that it was because I've already got my sister, why I wouldn't take him. And I said no, even if I didn't have my sister, I still wouldn't do it. So I believe this man ended up spending Christmas by himself. Jump forward to yesterday. I'm minding my own business sewing, and she calls me on Facebook Messenger. Various things. So first of all, I gave her some advice back. This would have been, I don't know, maybe a month ago, maybe slightly more than a month ago, because time flies. I said if her brother's up to no good, then I can introduce her to a private investigator, and I even spoke to the private investigator who can look into him, and then the solution would be, if she's so concerned about her father, take away the responsibility from the brother and get someone else to do it. Let the government pay someone else to look after him. So in all of that, previously, she sent me a message to the effect that had she known that I was a carer, she would have got me to look after her father. So I said, I'm not a carer. I've said this so many times, I'm not my sister's carer, I am her sister. Right, so this is the liberties that people will take. They don't do their responsibility towards their elderly parents, but they're going to sit there waiting for their inheritance. So yesterday evening, I'm trying to do my work because I'm on a deadline, and this man, he's lonely, sitting in front of the TV board, so he will call me. He doesn't have anything to say, he will just be on the phone and basically draining my energy. So I've made a decision last night that I will not take his calls. It seems a terrible thing, but he is not my responsibility, and he's affecting my ability to do my work. 2:30 in the morning, his daughter was messaging me. So to cut a long story short, I said I've already offered solutions. He's not helping himself. Basically, I'm not the kind of person who has any interest in a situation once my advice has been rejected, right? So it's nothing to do with me. So can you imagine, she's living her sweet life abroad, and she's asking me, literally that would be me asking a stranger that I've never met at that, to keep an eye on things with my sister while I live my sweet life elsewhere. Right, so these are the things that people will do. But I pride myself on my assertiveness. So when she was messaging me, I'm lying there laughing. I'm laughing and I'm thinking, is this woman for real? Right, so I've said this many times before. When you see old people and they're lonely, they don't become lonely because they're old. It's how they live their life. Right? So as you can see, I'm on the road at this time in the morning, just coming up to 7 o'clock in deepest midwinter, going to use the pool to do my exercises. I do not have someone holding my hand. I live my life free of needing other people's support. Right? If people learned, I'm not saying anybody needs to be like me, if people learned to do things on their own, to be independent in their old age, they wouldn't be lonely. They would be getting up and getting out, because this man has been sitting in front of the TV for 3 years, and there was no reason why he couldn't have been mobile in that time. It's because he needs someone to accompany him. He can't go anywhere by himself, because that's how he developed. That's how he chose to develop. It's not my problem. These people I am his friend, but I am not going to take the responsibility, because when she phoned me yesterday, this woman, she's wicked, because what she does is she tries to manipulate me by saying, oh, he's in a bad way, he was so upset. And it's like, what do I care? How is it my problem? Right, so she's a proper manipulator. So she's been cut off at the pass, and whatever happens, happens. Absolutely nothing to do with me. We have one life to live. We choose how we want to end up living it when we get old. Right, so it's not that this country doesn't like old people. Old people didn't like themselves when they were younger. They didn't make those choices that would have made sure that as time passes, they can, in his case, if he's stuck at home, he would be able to find ways of, occupying his time rather than sitting in front of the TV. Anyway, I've arrived. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.